perched atop a hill overlooking the Kansas River Valley. Sauer Castle stands tall like a Gothic monster straight out of the pages of Edgar Allan Poe. With its towering spires, dark-arched windows, and rusted iron balconies, it's hailed as one of the finest examples of Italianate architecture in Kansas. But for the locals, it is a house of tragedy, mysterious deaths, and a family curse spanning 5 generations. Hit like and subscribe because we are about to enter one of the most mysterious and controversial castles in America. The story begins with Anton Sauer, a German immigrant born in 1826. He was a successful businessman, a man of vision, but his life was haunted by illness and death from the very beginning. After his first wife passed away, Anton moved to Kansas City in 1867, hoping the climate would be better for his tuberculosis. Here he met and married Mary Einheilig Messerschmidt, a young widow, to build a home for his large family, including stepchildren and their own children. Anton bought a large plot of land on the hill and built a magnificent mansion. Sauer Castle was completed around 1873. It was a marvel of its time, with imported marble fireplaces, Czechoslovakian crystal chandeliers, and even running water pumped from a spring. But luxury could not stop the Grim Reaper. Just a few years after moving into his dream castle in 1879, Anton Sauer passed away from tuberculosis in the master bedroom on the 2nd floor. He was 53 years old. Just a month earlier, his infant daughter Helen had also passed away right in this house. Anton's passing seemed to unleash a dark curse on the Sauer clan and their home. Throughout 5 generations living here, the family faced a string of horrific tragedies. Suicide, drowning, catastrophic accidents, and illness. One of the most famous tragedies is the death of John Perkins, the husband of one of Anton's granddaughters. Desperate over declining health and failed business, John took his own life with a gun right in the castle. Another child in the family drowned in the estate's pool. And perhaps most horrifyingly, Julius Sauer, Anton's son, was burned alive in a terrible train accident. The successive deaths, combined with the increasingly dilapidated and eerie appearance of the castle, turned it into the center of rumors. Locals began spinning terrifying tales. They told of a deranged man who killed his entire family and buried them in the backyard before hanging himself in the lookout tower. They spoke of a woman who hanged herself on the widow's walk out of grief. They rumored about buried treasures and secret tunnels leading to the river where enslaved people once escaped. Although many of these stories are just urban legends, supernatural experiences at Sauer Castle have been reported by numerous witnesses, from neighbors and curious onlookers to the owners themselves. In 1987, Cindy Jones and her husband's family bought the castle with the intention of restoring it and opening it for tours. Cindy was a tough woman. She even carried a gun to ward off trespassers, but she soon realized that bullets couldn't protect her from what was lurking in the house. Cindy and her family experienced unexplainable phenomena. They frequently heard strange noises, laughter, crying, and screams echoing in empty rooms. Sometimes it was a melodious, ghostly singing coming from nowhere. Doors would open and slam shut on their own. Fireplace screens would shake violently as if someone was trying to escape from inside. But most terrifying were the ghosts. Cindy recounted a horrifying experience in the lookout tower. One day she heard strange noises in the attic of the tower. When she and her husband went to check, no one was there. But the feeling of being watched, of being threatened by an invisible force, was very real. Many neighbors and visitors also reported seeing strange lights floating around the lookout tower at night, even when the house had no electricity or was empty. A frequently mentioned ghost is the woman on the widow's walk. People see a woman dressed in black pacing on the roof or standing in the lookout tower, gazing into the distance. Some believe it is Mary Sauer, Anton's wife, who lived here until she passed away in 1919. Perhaps she is still guarding her home and her tragic family. On Halloween, it is rumored that two ghosts, a man and a woman, dance together in the lookout tower. Could it be John Perkins and his wife Eve? Another chilling story involves a wedding photo. When Cindy's father-in-law was repairing the ceiling in the library to prepare for a friend's wedding, a piece of old newspaper suddenly fell down. It was a wedding photo of a Sauer granddaughter. Strangely, the woman in the photo had passed away on that exact day, 20 years earlier. Sauer Castle also attracted many curiosity seekers, vandals, and strange cults. Rumors swirled that dark rituals had been performed here. A former caretaker named Paul Berry, who lived reclusively here for 30 years with a dog, had to use a shotgun loaded with rock salt to chase away intruders. However, the story of Sauer Castle also has another side, more realistic and sadder. The current owner, Karl Lopp, a descendant of Anton Sauer, has vehemently denied the ghost stories. He asserts that there are no ghosts, no secret tunnels, and no treasure. He believes these rumors only bring trouble, making the house a target for vandals, thieves, and reckless ghost hunters. He had to erect an 8-foot fence and hire security to stop the flow of curious people. He is trying to restore the castle, but it is a difficult and expensive battle. So what is the truth? Is Sauer Castle truly haunted by the suffering souls of the Sauer family? Those who died from illness, accidents, and suicide? Or is it just a victim of human imagination fueled by its gloomy Gothic appearance and tragic history? Thank you for listening to the story of Sauer Castle. What do you think about this place? Is it a real haunted house or just a misunderstood historical landmark? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to follow more interesting haunted houses in the next episode.